Transformed into vessel during the trip,
Okay.
and we traveled really far, and now it's like I came out of the vessel. I'm walking. I'm walking to meet someone.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I see they are waiting for me. Mm. It's a very tall being, and his his skin is green, and his head is really special. You know like the Simpsons. It's
Okay.
little bit like a Simpson, but it's really big, but and it's green. It's really strange. Never see him before.
Okay.
Mm.
Does he have a name?
I hear Avista.
Avista.
Hmm.
Hi, Avista. Thank you for having the time to see us today.
He will speak through me, okay? We will do like this, huh? Hello, my friends.
How are you?
Mhm. We are fine as always, and we are pleased to welcome you in our world
Thank you very much.
in this time and space and in your time and space. And we are happy that they could join each other again, our space lines.
Perfect.
Mm.
We've missed you so much.
We were always here. We can work through your minds, ideas, guidance to everything what you receive and what is helping you, leading you out, out your mental. So every time when you meditate, you can connect to us, and you know that. Or when you go for a walk, or simply when you quiet your mind. And the world now needs to quiet his mind, because they are playing the fool with your minds of all of you. So you really need to, for each and every one of us, to become a master of your own mind. You need to decide, what do I let come in my mind? What do I value? To what do I agree? To what does my heart says yes, and to what does my heart says no? These are very simple questions, but it has become hard, and it will become harder, because they are using some specific tools to guide you into the false judgment of the situation, we would say. So, yeah, you will have to be brave.
Well, there's a lot
But
of people.
we will help. We will
Yeah.
help.
And we appreciate your help so much. And there's a lot of people right now, even though we try to help them or try to see, they're blinded by the false truth.
Yeah, and so you see this illusion, and this manipulation through fear works really well, and you have to know that it's used by people that know how to use these tools. So um, it will be difficult. That's why our message has always been that you must, all of you, you must be prepared to lose even people you love. Um, because if they are blind, you cannot force people to open their eyes. You
No.
can only love people, and
Mm-hmm.
this is all you can do. Even if they stay blind, still love them, because when you love them, you give them a chance. Because when you love people, you give them a vibration, and maybe this vibration could then eventually, during time, circumstances, it will give them the opportunity to wake up, but it's never sure. But you cannot force people who want to stay blind, because it's a choice. For certain people, they prefer to stay blind because it's more comfortable in their own world, and this is their choice.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has to make their own choices, but the problem is it really their choice?
Mm.
We're not so sure. That's why we want to help, as you
Mm-hmm.
do, and as we do, and as the spiritual world is already helping for those who accept.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what can we do to help the ones? Is there even something like, I don't know, maybe some vibrations that by people watching this will kind of activate certain things within them to help them wake up? Is there an energy that can be sent through?
Mm. If people are watching this, they are already saved,
Mm. Yeah.
because um, people who don't want to wake up, people who are blind, wouldn't watch this, and
Mm-hmm.
so we could help. That's why we have to choose what we are talking about now, because for you that are already listening to this, to my words, we just want to say to stay brave and to stay aligned and to stay in the inner guidance, because in the inner guidance they are not alone, and there is a whole spirit world who is helping them to ascend, and they must be careful not to be catched in any kind of fear, even if it's their own family, their friends or colleagues, or mm, they need to stay strong, and so on. Really, you will have more and more to shut down the informations that are coming from the outside into your inner world, so into your thoughts. You will have to be really careful with that, because another wave is coming of manipulation, distraction. It it's basically done to create more and more confusion. So the thing you can do is really to to train how not to get confused. And this is really tricky at this time, because it's a particular time, but that's why we wanted to say it now, because um, you will get more and more confused. Um, so train it now to really feel what you feel, to know what you know, to own your knowings, your feelings, your what you see, to own your perspective of life. Come back to the life that you want to create for yourself, and don't begin to say, oh, this life, I cannot do it anymore because everything has changed. You have to stick to your dreams, because this is who you truly are. This is your essence, and your essence will never guide you in a wrong way. So stay close to your dreams, to what your heart is calling for, and he will help you um, through these times. And don't get confused from everything what is going out there, because the more you're in peace, the more you let your inner light shine, the more people like you will reconnect, because we are now talking from this new world, what will come, what must come, because the world you are living in now is coming to an end, and everyone can see that. Mm. And it's really the new world which is coming, and this new world will come through people who own their light, who own their own frequency, their vibration, and who stays close to their hearts, who fight for their souls. So we could say, don't sell your soul to the devil. It will be, it's a joke. It's a joke, but you understand. So yeah, protect your souls, protect your being, what you are. This is, I think this could be the our ground message. So how not to get confused. First of all, you have to be clear with yourself. Who are you? What do you want? Is there in yourself still trauma that is not healed? Because it's always a time. You cannot say, oh, now it's a pandemic, so I won't heal my traumas. Yes, you have to heal. You have to heal your wounds. You have to heal your traumas. You have to have a look at your what is your own darkness. uh, you have to put more love in yourself. Basically, healing is loving. So especially now during this time, um, it's very important not to stop your journey of healing, because this is what we need. This is what all of you need now on earth, is bright people who are made of light, made of love, and who will help each other. And so stay focused on what you were doing before, and it's always actual to heal your wounds, to take responsibility for your past, for your now, for your future. Um, so don't just throw it away because it seems not the right time because it's outside. Okay, it seems not the right time to do it, but in fact it is. Um, they just want you to forget what is really important, and we would like to remind you that what is really important for you as souls incarnated now on earth is healing. You have to heal completely, the more completely you can, in order to reconnect to your divine essence. And when this is done, you have done your job practically, because when you incarnate your divine essence, you heal naturally all your environment. You- every person that will come to you will get a sparkle of this healing that you carry then everywhere with you. And this is the frequency that is really needed right now. So continue to take care of yourself, and this will be then in this second time, this will be very good for the world, because this world is humanity needs profound healing, profound healing. Yeah.
What would you say to the people that have taken the juice? Because, you know, there's lots of talk about what people saying, like they become disconnected.
Hmm. What could we say? You know, we don't want to be in the same energy as those who um, utilizes fear in order to give messages, and we don't want to do that either.
No. Hmm. But this is for the people that, like, after they've taken the juice, they wake up, you know?
After they take the what, the juice,
Yeah,
the
the
juice.
big V.
Okay. The juice.
The juice, the
The
magic juice.
smoothie.
Yeah.
Let's call it a
The
smoothie.
smoothie, right. So,
Okay.
yeah, because there's people that I know that they've taken it and they've regretted it. And I say, like, don't worry, there's going to be, everything's still going to be fine. But there's still kind of information that they hear that kind of they're disconnected. So, the fact that we're all creators, is there
Yeah,
something?
as we are all creators, we we could, this is hypothetically, we could work ourselves so that this there is no effect for this, or no more effect for this. But we just think from our perspective, um, it it will be how could we say, it would just be, you know, when you're doing your healing, connecting to your higher self, it would be basically the same way, but it will be harder. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
will be harder. It's like, okay, before the mountain you had to climb to get to your ascension was like this. And
Mm-hmm.
if you had your smoothie, the mountain will be like this. You
Right.
know,
So,
it makes it harder.
but not impossible.
From our perspective, nothing is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So those people still have to believe nothing is impossible. But um, truly, the question is, why should everything now drink the same smoothie? And this is the real question. Why? Hmm, isn't it strange? That- And that's what we would just like to invite the people to ask themselves the questions. We don't want to give the answers because there are many, many answers, but they have just to ask themselves why, and simply then feel, is it good for me or not? What should I do? And if they don't know, they can meditate, sit, meditate, ask their higher self, do I need this? When they are not in fear, because when they are in the fear, they will think that they need it. And that's why I said at the beginning, the problem is when you are manipulated through fear, your choices are not anymore your true choices. And that's it. There is a division between people who are spiritual and trained to listen to their inner voice, and people who are not yet spiritual, who maybe will be later, but not now they aren't. Um, and they cannot listen to their inner voice, so they will listen to an external voice. And this is a problem, because how do you know that the external voice is a voice that means good for you? Okay, you can question yourself. You can even question yourself, are we a voice? Are we here? Are we good for you? Or is another one good for you? Well, you can always question everything, but we want to be good for you, obviously. But it's always good to question yourself, because there is a lot going on. And how do I say, the plan is much more larger, much more bigger, even that what you could imagine now. So there
Right.
are a lot of perspectives of this own plane, and you always have to remind yourself that people, um, any kind of people that are doing anything for them, they are always doing the right thing. It's the right thing to do for them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it, now everyone and each of you have to do the same. You have to take this power back and decide for yourself what is good for me. And this means you don't have to listen to what is told outside anymore. Because as incarnated souls on earth, you have the free will. And this is one of the beautifulest things that you can experience, because in every situation you can say, oh, I want to do this, or oh no, I don't want to do that. And this is part of why you are here on this journey of discovering from yourself. But now this free will, it has not happened yet, but this free will is in danger. It is. It is in danger, your free will. And this is your mm, biggest treasure that you have as souls incarnated. So you have to protect your free will, and for those who aren't yet aware of this free will, you absolutely need to become aware that you have always the choice. Always. There is always a choice between for everything in life. Not only should I drink this smoothie or not. You have always the choice. Should I stay here or not? Should I stay in my, I don't know, in my marriage or not? You have always the choice. Nothing has to stay as it is just because someone decided for you to. And I think this will be really important, very, very, very strong moments of where you will get more and more conscious of that you have a choice and that you have a voice.
Well, I have people saying to me, oh, they're going to make us take it. And I say to them, no, just trust. And I say, we've just got one more year. Just trust. It's one more year. No one can take anything away from you. What is the time frame? Do we feel? Is it another year that's going to last, or do you feel it's going to last longer?
Hmm. It depends. It depends. Um, you know, in the timelines, you have um, multiple versions of scenarios.
Scenarios.
Yeah, and it depends how how each and every one of you will be acting now. This could end faster if
Mm-hmm.
mm, if every single person on this earth was conscious.
Right.
This wouldn't happen.
No.
This so the pr- that's why we would say the problem is not really the problem. The problem is that there is a lack of consciousness and of love, but it's the same on this earth. And this is the problem. So for us, it's the same. Don't get distracted in what is happening.
How about, sorry to interrupt, but it's just so important what you said there, right? So consciousness. Now, in my mind, there's things that we can do, but just explain to the people what could happen if everybody kind of raises their consciousness. What could happen to the scenario that we're in?
Okay, this best case scenario.
Best case
Okay,
scenario, yeah.
the best case scenario, every single human living on this earth would become aware and conscious. So he will be taking responsibility for himself, for others. Um, this planet would completely change because it would be then impossible for you to let another human being dying because they don't have anything to eat or to drink, or the cat is
I can hear it.
um, it would be impossible. So the whole organization of the world would change, because when you raise, when you raise and your consciousness become bigger and more aware, uh, there are things that you cannot tolerate anymore, because a lot of things happen on earth that are, how could we say, unacceptable, unacceptable at all. Even what do we say? Um, um, yes, yes. Animals wouldn't be like this. Animals wouldn't be like this. Uh, Certain humans behave in the worst kind of way, and this this is not possible anymore. The, there is so much differences between you and others, what others are making or doing to others, or actions that are, I don't, it's complicated in this scenario, but so this, it's unacceptable that
Mhm.
still today, for you today, this year 2021, that certain human beings behave that way. And but if this changes, okay, we come back to the best case scenario. If this could change, it will erase from the planet um, all misery, all this, all violence and fear,
Mhm.
and all this how do you say, when,
Negativity.
yeah,
Uh,
negativity and disparities, when you are not the same as me and I am better
mhm.
than you. Yeah,
Jealousy,
yeah, and this,
envy.
all this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
um so, and this planet would be then a planet with diversities, because they will always be, they have always been on this planet, a lot of diversity of the population, even of the human races, but not only the humans. You have a lot of different animal species, and um, so diversity is like kind of the theme from for this planet, but it would be used in a good way, in a way of um, treasures, uh, because you, with all this diversity, you have a
You,
huge amount of treasures inside of yourself, and that
mm,
you haven't found, and on the earth, and connecting to higher dimensions, and even dimensions that are living on this earth, but on other in other dimensions.
mhm.
All this could reconnect, but now this now is totally disconnected from all what is really, really elevated. Oh, maybe not for a few people, but for the
What
majority of the population, it's totally disconnected.
and what would
And
you say, Karen? Karen.
but it would totally change, of course, your your lives. Totally, it wouldn't be the same life anymore. Uh, it wouldn't be, you wouldn't feel, even you wouldn't feel attracted. I don't know, I could give you an example. You wouldn't feel attracted to the same food anymore, or to the same, maybe same persons anymore.
Right. Would we be more attracted to high vibrational things?
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. And this would change everything, because the people would eat differently. They
Mm,
would um, they would speak different, in a different way. They would maybe dress up in a different way. Um, it would change everything. Um, but this is but you see, to go from who you where you are now to that best case scenario,
uh-huh.
um, there is really a complete change of world.
Right.
So so
Um,
that's why there will be there needs to be transition phases, because it's really difficult. It has always been, and you know it from your own personal life. You are somewhere on your way, and somebody else is somewhere else on the way. Um, so that all people get together as an assembly of ascended souls. It's a long way there. Mm-mm.
so, right. So, what would we need? How many people in the world, percentage-wise, not in the, would we need to make the shift? Would it be?
The the shift is ongoing.
Mm,
The shift, the shift is, now. We are now at the turning point.
mm.
But what is for you? Uh, we don't want to. What I hear now is 200 years. Ah,
200 years.
200. What I hear is 200 years at least.
Uh,
So, well, maybe it's not really our concern.
right, okay, then it's not our concern, then we can leave that. So how long have we got with this
But
crap
I
that's
think
going on then?
we still have to work on it,
Of
because
course. So how long do we have in this scenario then?
another scenario.
No, in this scenario, I
Yeah,
mean, if that's 200 years, we can just like work on
it's what
ourselves.
I hear, but I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
that's fine, that's fine.
Mm.
So the scenario that we're in now, I mean, it's not going to last. The corruption's all going to come into leak out, isn't it?
Mm.
in the timeline that we're in now.
Yeah, in this timeline now, the problem is the corruption, it's already out there and
Mm-hmm.
nobody wants to see it. But
Yeah.
it's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, if you search for it,
Yeah.
you will find it.
Mm.
It's everything had become so obvious, yet not everybody
Can see.
wants to see it. Not everybody
Yeah.
can see.
Mm.
And you had an ascended master who said this. Jesus said,
Mm.
those who can see will see, and not everybody will see. So that's why in another scenario, it is possible that there will be a split from two worlds.
Right.
Mm-mm.
So we're going to the new world where there's just peace and love.
Yeah, think about that like that. It
Yeah,
will
yeah,
give
I
you
think yeah, yeah, yeah.
courage.
My focus, I don't watch TV, I don't watch the news, I don't buy magazines. So when people tell me what's going on around the world, I just say leave it, don't worry about it. It's not in your reality. I choose to not allow it into my reality. But
Yeah,
I'm
you,
hoping, Tommy.
yeah, sure, you can do that because by doing that, you are doing what we said first. So you continue your own inner journey, and you're giving hope to people who come and reach for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is really good. This is really needed. Mhm. But it could be if it happens that you had to stand up for yourself.
Hmm. It's going to happen, or if it needs to happen.
It could happen. You must be prepared to stand up for yourself. You must be
Hmm.
prepared to um what is the word, to defend,
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, to defend your um oh, I forget the word,
Defend
your
my what's
freedom.
it?
Yeah,
My freedom. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
freedom and your free choice, your free willing.
Right,
um
because they're going to try and force things, aren't they?
yeah,
Yeah, and I
kind
choose
of.
already.
It's
Yeah,
for today. We can only speak now. For today, the energies, things are evolving very fast.
yeah,
uh, for today, things are evolving in this direction.
right.
So you must be prepared. But the more um, you will be in your own true power,
Mm-hmm.
the more easy it will be for you, because standing up for yourself when you are conscious,
Mm-hmm.
uh, when you are when you love yourself and when you listen to yourself, is something totally normal. It's not difficult.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you sent a little bit, no, not a bit of, not of fear, but no, I choose not to. And if they come to my front door is closed. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I can imagine what but they're just trying to spread the fear because they can't force you, can they? They can try by spreading fear, but they can't force you.
Mm.
Are they gonna? They're gonna try and force us then. What? So are
it
we?
it's we don't want to talk about that.
Okay,
It's
right.
not, not for today, because
Yeah,
it
that's fine.
if we talk about that, it would be talking
Counteracting.
about fear and
Yeah, we don't
putting
want that.
fear into, no, we don't
We
want
don't
that.
want that. Yeah.
All
So
what we want you to understand is that um, you have to be in your true power. You have to be in your essence, in your power, and follow up on your dreams.
mm-hmm, That's
because
it.
they show you the way, and the but the world as it is now, no, it won't stay. But um, maybe today more than ever, you need to stay close or connect, or even if it's on social medias, if you don't have people nearby you, but connect with people who are the who are same minded as you, who think
Mm,
the not of the same way, but who have an understanding for what you are experiencing right now, because this will help. We all need now to
yeah. I will.
reconnect on earth, and reconnect with the other realms
Right.
who are here, and who want to help you and assist. So this is really possible, and uh, be assured that we are a lot on the other side, um, prepared to assist you.
Perfect. Now, could we do like example, like get groups of people um to, you know, like if you can do like meditations or with light language, or so the soul finds peace. You know, because like example, I remember when they said like when COVID came out, I just had this inner sense of peace. And some
Hmm.
people that aren't able, they could be closed but not wanting to be, and they have no idea what they should be doing, how they should be feeding, how they should be connected to themselves. But they might be interested to hear a meditation, and that meditation sends signals to the body just to, with whatever is going on, just to allow peace in the body. Peace.
Hmm. Sure. Um, Peace is always good in the body.
Mm.
And then it's needed now more than ever. Um, but don't forget, everyone, they have the free will.
Yeah.
They have the free will to decide, because what you are proposing is, oh, could you send them something, even just where when they
Oh
are
no, they
ah,
have to be, it would be a call, like this Zoom call, yeah. People will be connected to the call. So people's,
okay. Mhm.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
their,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, if they really want, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We must be assured that they really want.
they would be the only ones that would be on the call. We
Yeah,
would do it like we would do a call, and that call would be just for like a meditation or light language.
like a
And
wake up call.
yeah, yeah, and a help for inner peace.
Mhm.
Because
Inner peace, who would bring them to be able to listen to their own inner guidance.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Because even with this, there is a lot of people that are on their own and they're trying to find a way, and maybe people around them. I know more people that don't agree with me than do agree with me. So then there's a lot more other people out there that there's no one that agrees with them.
Yeah,
So this would be a way
let
to help.
let them don't agree. It's
Yeah.
okay. They have the right
Mm.
to have their own opinion.
So we could
But
help them.
if
And
it's their own,
yeah.
and if it's not the opinion from someone else, but basically it's their problem. It's not yours. You know,
Oh, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what you believe, or what
Mm.
you believe in,
Yeah.
what is vibrant for you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
maybe those people haven't met yet vibration, or haven't
That's it.
haven't felt it in their
Yeah.
body, because um, you know you cannot judge someone for who it will be totally unknown vibrational things, and ascending, and for them it's like spiritual bullshit, and they
Yeah.
just don't believe in it because they haven't felt it in their body, that you can experience it. So it's not part of their system. But sure, if they wanted to experience it, they could. They could, because our door is always open for everyone at any time.
Are you able to say like where you're from, what race? Make it interesting.
You, yeah. Mm. We are part of the collective, Galactic Collective, which is working with you, with both of you, and we are a part of this collective. Just we showed up today in a different way, but we can show up in very, very different ways. But we work for the light, and we work for the raising of the consciousness on Earth. But we are souls like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on the other part of this life.
And is there more planets going on with scenarios like this? I mean, I would imagine there's all different kinds of scenarios, but with the same
So
scenario, is there another planet going on with the same scenario, but that's having a different outcome?
the same scenario as now? Yes,
But with
there
a
is.
different, yeah.
Yes. Not,
And
not exactly the same, but basically, it's really basic. What is happening? Um, sure, it's happened, and what I think about now, what I become, it's um,
another
very
species.
much more violent than here. What I
Okay.
get the other scenario, very,
Okay.
very much violent. Yeah.
And why is that? Because people are disagreeing. They're not allowing it to.
No, the forces there that are in power are
More stronger.
yeah, I would say the
Fearful.
more stronger, more violent. But it's like what it's strange, huh? What the image I get, it's like it's a bit like robots, you know?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
what, like artificial intelligence taking over?
yeah, and they are really violent with people.
Right. We're
Yeah,
meant to
that's
be,
it.
I mean, we're in this stage of artificial intelligence, aren't we? How are they going to be towards us?
You are not at this stage. Believe me, you are not at this stage. You think so, but you're not.
They've still got a lot more to go.
Mm-mm. And it's always the same. You get, because it's information you get from the future, from another timeline. And it's like energy. And then, okay, you decide, because the energy that you guide it through into something good. So when you do light healing session, everything, or you decide to create something bad, and um, a lot of things are happening this way. And with the artificial intelligence, it's the same. It could help to, I don't know, to clean your house and to feed your cats and stuff like this. Or it could become the next version of your policeman's. And believe me, you don't want that.
Right. But is that where we're going? That's where we're heading. That's what they want us to
No.
be.
I was speaking
No?
from somewhere else.
Okay.
This is somewhere else.
Right. So it's the right. Yeah, that's what we wouldn't want, isn't it? Because one thing, they don't have an
No.
emotion. They won't be able to connect with us on a soul level, would they?
Yeah.
They're
That's why. But you, mm, it's the same way. You can always work to have more comfort in your room, in your
right.
house,
Yeah. Yeah.
or you can find other ways to live. You
Yeah.
can live in smaller houses if this house is so big that you cannot clean it. Maybe if it's so big that you cannot clean it, you
Get a
should
small
move
one.
in a smaller
Move.
one. And it's just, when we say reconnect to uh, to the essentials,
Yeah.
it means this. What do you really need to enjoy your life? If you enjoy a super big house, it's okay. Basically, if you need this, but uh, if you are connecting to your soul, you would be the happiest person sitting under a tree.
Mm.